Elite Interceptor is absolutely cooked in this deck. Let's see how we go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the battlefield. Seed Ryan here. We are playing Heroic again, and I'm really impressed with the Elite Interceptor. This is like, I knew this deck was missing something, and then the Wizards just made a card for it. It was beautiful. This deck is like a really good mix between creatures and instants and sorceries, and the fact now that we actually have a creature that does both and turns on Heroic. I know they have Repartee in Standard, but who cares about that? This is Pauper, baby. The fact that Elite Interceptor can come in on turn 1, add to that board state where we get that big how to start a ride off one of our learning abilities like Guiding Voice or Study Break, and then add to that, but also tap things down, draw cards, target our creatures. It's just very versatile. So you'll see in these matches anyway, I've used it to tap down their creatures and then trigger my Secret of the Ways to just get in with heaps of damage and gain lots of life. Or you tap down a creature, you get in with a giant 10th District Legionnaire, or you just target your 10th District Legionnaire, drawing a card. Very powerful. Same thing as well as if they just have one blocker, you can tap down their creature and then you can get in with your Chrome Crusaders and tokens and really go to town. So that and Mardu Devotee is like the best turn 1 play, especially because the Devotee helps with the mulligans and scries, so you can actually keep one land at hands with Mardu Devotee, play a tap land or like a land and just drop it. That's kind of the main deck. I did cut the Homestead Courages. I really wanted just to keep some level of 10th District Legionnaires and keep our 2-drop still at bay. But now that we just have something that's both, just mind-boggling good. And to be honest, spoilers, very impressed with how this is. I actually think you could take this for a league and do quite well with this kind of build. Anyway, popping over to the sideboard, the big changes in the sideboard have been, I've kind of just adjusted the sideboard a little bit with the Yip Yip Soccer Sword Training airbending lesson instead of firebending lesson to How to Start a Riot. 4 Pyros just to deal with these counter wars and get the How to Start a Riot out. And then I'm really trying out Shield of Duty and Reason for the green-blue decks, and then Mask of Law and Grace, which is a pretty good card. It's the main one that we care about. So giving this to a Chrome Crusader or a Seeker of the Way or the 10th District Legionnaire as a way just to protect against those Jund decks, burn decks, anything that wants to remove our creatures, this is where you want it to be. So you can keep up Emerge Unscathed, play this under, protect your creature as well, and really build it up and just get in for lots of damage. The only thing is, because we're running the Ancestral Angers, you want to just cut probably the Ancestral Angers and swap them out for the Mask of Law and Grace, so you don't really get that overlap. Then you can see the rest of the deck is just mainly white spells, and yeah, you're not targeting with a Chrome Crusader. And then also, I guess you have to be very mindful of How to Start a Riot, which I did remember in our games, is that How to Start a Riot is a red card. So you kind of want, you should have anyway lots of tokens out if you do put the Mask of Law and Grace on a Chrome Crusader. But yes, I'm very pleased with this kind of really low to the ground sideboard. No graveyard hate or anything like that. We can't really dilute our game plan too much, and we can be quite fast and we can be a bit of a grind as well. So very versatile deck, very fun, very keen to play it with you guys today. If you do enjoy these videos, I have ways to support me below in the description. Like and subscribe always helps out. Lets me know if you like these kinds of decks. And yeah, let's just get into it, eh? All right, this hand's good. Exactly where we want it to be. So we're just going to start with a Crusader first, and then we'll play the Devotee, and then we can use the Guiding Voice filter on the Chrome Crusader. 9 to 5 isn't a good place to be initially. Definitely not. Swamp, you say? Well, that puts a puts a little damper in our efforts here. All right, this passing. I want to get some level of value out of this stuff, so maybe we do start with the Devotee and see if it just eats something. I think it's good. I think this is fine. I think it's totally fine. I feel like one's going to be eaten if they're playing black, so I'm fine with this. All right. Raven of Fell Omens. So when you commit a crime, lose gain life. That's fine with me, because then we can at least get one of these off. We can probably get rid of it. Let's go to a Chrome Crusader, and then we can Guiding Voice the Crusader. And then I might just use this as a bolt to get rid of the Raven. And we'll attack with the token in this. Yeah, they can block that. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm honestly fine to get rid of this. If we can play another creature and we've got how to start a right, so I'd rather just get rid of that. Control the board state. What we want in life. Look at this. True beauty here. Good stuff. Now to just worry about Drown in Sorrow. The card. Yep, so a bit of madness and committing and whatnot. Snuff out. Okay, that's why I kept the other one on top, ladies and gentlemen. Why I did that thing. So we are going to play this straight off and we just Defiant Strike it off the bat. And we're going to play a Peaks. So I want to return the Peak. And then we can just go how to start a riot next turn a Rooney. And even if they get rid of this Aquarium Crusader, I mean, it's lethal next turn. It's 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah. Well, now it's not, but like, it's still a lot of damage. And the Peaks is fantastic as well. So they can do this. They kind of need to snuff out. We're still going to do how to start a riot here. Good spell. It's a good spell. Pass this. Me, thank you. Bing, bang, boom. Bam, bam, thank you, man. And we'll attack with everything. A lot of damage. And we're just going to pick up the Peaks. Because that's technically lethal by itself. And we'll pass. Bada bing, bada boom. So even if they played like a Drown in Sorrow here, we would get them with the Braid Bluffs. Or Teetering Peaks. Same thing. What we're going to change is Mask of Law and Grace come in. And then we just get rid of, where are you? We get rid of these Ancestral Angers. So there's no real crossover then. We can do what we want. We don't want anything else. And then we just pray. Sometimes we can just get a giant 10th District Legionnaire and just go to town, mate. Go to absolute town. Alright, this is good. We just do a couple tap lands, then we keep it alive with Emerge Unscathed. And I think we just get a big boy. Big boy. Ooh. Love this draining stuff. It's gonna lose 1 life game, isn't it? What's this other side? Oh, it's a rat thing. It's a rat thing. Sadly, we're not going to play this 10th district until we can play the Emerge Unscathed on top. It's not the end of the world anyway, Well, this is a good draw. We can play this Interceptor. I'm loving this Interceptor, dog. I'm loving it. Oh. Good stuff. It's exactly what I want in a card. Look at it. It's a creature for this deck, and it's also triggers Heroic. You got your 2/2. That's actually pretty good. It's kind of similar to that that red one that was played for ages. It's like Mono Black Burn, which is cool. But I feel like if we draw Seeker of the Way, we're pretty good, Alright, Study Break's nice. Well, let's go play this. And we'll attack with it. We'll do the old Mutagenic Growth. It's cool how this kind of pairs together. They are on 23, which is not good for us. This Mutagenic Growth might just be a way to get around like we can block this. I don't know why they're doing it here. They should probably wait till after, but Emerge Unscathed. Black. See if they have something else here. Guarding Voice. I think we want to bottom that. We kind of want to Seeker of the Way to win this game here. Black. Work, and then we'll get another one in the upkeep, which is good. And we just take it from there. See if we can race them, eh? They do gain a lot of life. Fanatical Offering, okay. Well, that's not good for us. Oh, it's got Menace. The 2/2 has Menace. I mean, if I was them, I'd just be getting in. bump in the night. Really milled that over. Maybe they just, I guess, don't have any red. Yeah, that's sick. It doesn't have Death Touch, does it? Not much we can do about it, so we'll just take 3. We just probably tap that down. I guess we just go a Pro Black anyway. Give you Pro Black. Give me a good Scry deck. Might even just use a Study Break. I can go to the bottom. Might just use a Study Break to like tap down a creature and Scry. Let's it's a May though. I'm pretty sure this is how it works. It's kind of fine to keep on top. Then I can respond. No, I do not want to tap. Just a draw. We'll play a white source. Let us attack with the 10th district, and then we'll tap these 2 down, block that with the interceptor, and then hopefully, I can't even use this mutagenic growth actually because we're on 8. I think we're too close. I think maybe we use it on the last turn. So if we use it here, we go to 6. They have 2 cards in hand. Tap those 2 down, block that. Get like a yip, Defiant Strike, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the issue is going to be that Scorpion. We have to use a Study Break though. Like it's really tempting just to like make this 10th District Legionnaire a little bit bigger. We're cooked if they do anything else. They just have 3 burn spells as well. I can do it as well. Night's Whisper us. Oh, coward. Coward. Alright, so yeah, now we Study Break. We can tap this down, and maybe we actually tap down a district. Because if that dies, we lose life as well. Let's just do this. A 5-bane lesson does come in handy now. Kind of wish we had one. We could just do how to start a riot, I guess. Do 3, 8, 9, 11, menace. I think that's correct as well. Yeah, so 8. Yeah, we'll grab how to start a riot. Block that, and that should be enough. Unless they have a snuff out, then we're cooked. Do we have a snuff out? Yikes. Well, we're pretty cooked now. We kind of need mutagenic growth to win. So this is a 1-2, so we can make it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. we have Exactsies. That's so funny. All right, how to start a riot. Give it +2. Literally needed the mutagenic growth. And we bottomed the mutagenic growth as well. That's so funny. Well, it worked out exactly how I wanted it to then. Oh, no, because it costs too much. It costs too much. Damn it. We needed the game life land. Oh, gosh. All right. GG's. Yeah, it's 4 to, and then it would have gone to 6. So close, so close. We just run it back. We could probably cut the mutagenics, but I think they're needed for the speed, and if we have a Seeker of the Way, they're absolutely cooked. All right, we'll play first. Yeah, this sounds good. We'll just start with a Brave Bluff. This can likely come into play untapped, and same. We want to kind of do the Emerge Unscathed with untapped mana. So that's what we'll do. We'll probably just go, tap land with this. We'll play the Interceptor, play another tap land, then we'll play the Secret of the Way with Emerge Unscathed. And then hopefully we should be able to go to town with that. We will play this. Play tap lands, hit go. I'm telling you, Interceptor is exactly where I want to be. This card's not that good against us, which is good for us. Oh, 2 Seekers. Let's go, mate. Let's go. This Secret of the Way is going to do a lot of damage. I don't think we play the other one just yet. I think we cook on it a little bit. Nah, it's pretty cracked. We will play it. We will play it. Because we can play it and then we can still keep up the strikes and whatnot. We'll save the Rejoinder for when they're both out on the prowl, you know. Well, let's attack for 2. We will use the pro spell here if we need to. If we just Defiant Strike, we probably should attack this as well, to be honest. But we just Defiant Strike this. We lose out on 1 life, but this is if they try and do any other shenanigans. At least it doesn't really matter as much. We get rid of that. We're not playing that Chrome Crusader. Let us just go Secret of the Way. This is going to be pretty hard for them to beat. This is why I brought in Secret of the Ways, because you just gained 1 metric crap ton of life. I should have attacked Elite Interceptor though. That was just me. Just playing a bit too fast. Is this like a Arms of Hadar? So we will just, we just pro black that. Gas them up. They have prowess, which is fantastic for us. We'll just yield to all these. In black. 5. If they do go away, at least we we're getting it for 6 and gaining 6 here. And then we can maybe potentially get them with the Chrome Crusader, like race them to some extent. And black as well, I guess. You draw any draw spell, please. I mean, they could have another Arms of Hadar, so let's just attack, and then this also triggers lifelink again, so we'll attack. I will play the Chrome Crusader. It's not like that terrible to play. We'll keep this back in case they have discard spells, which I don't think they do, but we just will just in case. And then if they go in Arms of Hadar, we can just target the Chrome Crusader and keep everything alive, which looks like there is another one. So we will, I guess we just, we want to keep this alive as well. We do, I guess, lose a life from the 1/1s. And we can't, now we can't use, like if they have a, another Arms of Hadar, it's going to be really frustrating to deal with. All right, there. Give me a non-land spell. All right, we're just going to attack for 5. This is a bit wild now. They got 1 card left in their hand. We need a pump spell. Please don't let it be the 3rd Arms of Hadar. They'll be cooked. I'm not going to F6. Okay, they drew a land. No way. Oh, just bumping that. Okay, that's fine. I thought they were really going to drop it, you know. We will play a Devotee. That's fine. Now that, like, if they have an Arms of Hadar, that's fair enough, you know. Oh, I'm glad we kind of drew that. Get rid of these. Let's just put everything down, I reckon. Yeah, we're losing some life, but at least now we can attack with everything. How much is this? 5, 6, 7. If we draw basically like a buff spell, we win next turn. We can just put it into there, and then, you know, 6, 9. Yeah. A pump spell helps us greatly. All right, we're on 8. We are on 8. No Arms of Hadar. Oh, yeah. Yes, fair enough. That's a good card. That's sick. Non-green creature to say? Yeah, nice. All right, deck. Ugh, killing me here. We just tackle the 10th District Legionnaire then. Oh, they have a bump in the night in the graveyard. So we. Alright, this blocking with that. Okay. We're almost cooked here. Like, really? We got 19 lands deck. Give us a pump spell, please. I got the Scorpion, that's fair enough. Give me a guiding voice. So we can get how to start a riot, so we can go to absolute town. Not another Seeker of the Way though. We can't even attack. We literally just have to block that. Because they got the bump in the night. Yeah, so we have to just block that with a Devotee. And just pray we draw something. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Please, give me a non-creature spell. No. Oh, it's just bump in the night. That's okay. We got a 1. It's fine. And we block with our Devotee because it's a 1/2. Which, so they won't attack us. Please, deck, give me a pump spell, not a land. Okay. That's good. That's exactly what I wanted. Although we can't do this on the Crusader. Just tap up to 2. Just tap that. Now we're cooking with gas. Now I feel like it's going to be hard not to win now. It's just how to start a riot, attack with everything. Oh no, it's just lethal. Tap that down. Grab how to start a riot. Just give this menace. So we finish on a comically low life total here. Got a snuff out. Please don't have a snuff out. Gosh. Alright, this is plenty lethal right here. This is nuts. They do have a snuff out. They should, I guess they couldn't respond to the study break, but it's still lethal. Done. Alright, there we go. Alright. We're on the play just. Yeah, I like this hand. What we want, Interceptor, we just play the bluffs and then another Interceptor, and then we can play the 10th District and go to town. We could technically start with the 10th District, but I think we're just getting damage in with these Interceptors, which I'm very happy about. What a good card. It's exactly what I wanted in this kind of deck, you know? Pass. Good, you know, classic heroic. And so good. Mountain. You're just bolting it. Fair enough. Well, we have another one where that comes from, so we'll play the separated bluffs. Again, this Rocker's Carnival for playing against red can come online pretty quickly. Pass. And then hopefully, I wouldn't mind getting some kind of mutagenic growth. Well, they're red-black. Okay. This is interesting. This is where you play things a little bit differently. Fair land. We will play this 10th District, and obviously we just keep up the Scathes to keep it alive. We just get a scry off it. We'll just attack for 3. They're not doing much on their board state just yet, so no reason to go crazy. Alright. I feel good with this unscathed in my hand, that's for sure. And next turn we can just use the Rejoinder. Life's good, mate. Life's good. What do you have for me? Do you have a little... No cast downs? Okay. That's good for us. If they tap out, then I'm just going to do a Defiant Strike. Oh, we reach. So there's just madness. We can probably get fairly ahead. And so next turn this Carnival can be... Once we hit, it'll be untapped time. Get a snacker. There's not much I'm worried about on black here. Especially if they just red black madness. So I do want to use our mana and just Defiant Strike and step here. Draw a card, get a scry, get a counter. We don't want that. We have to be a little bit more aggressive, you know, when this stuff happens. Secret of the Way is huge, so we can play that at the end. Let's just go Guiding Voice on here. Get How to Start a Riot. I'm happy with that. Get How to Start a Riot. Attack with everything, so we still have the Scathed up, and then they're pretty cooked next turn, really. Play this now. Play the Secret of the Way. They go ahead. We're on 20 as well, so you know. And then yeah, next turn we can just go How to Start a Riot and just cook them with everything. We even just decide to tap down a Sneaky Snacker, to be honest, and then get in for like almost lethal. Although we can just give the 10th District Menace. I heard that is a good thing to do. Play an Epicure, that's fine. More worried about just a bolt going towards something. I can't really use this Emergent Escape because of that. We've got a Defiant Strike on top. Kitchen Imp. Okay. Are these just going to be blockers? We might just be playing a little bit more delicately and give them over 2 turns or something. Like we just use the Rejoinder where we need to. We have a Bolt as well. I think we use this so we get the Prowess kicking. And then Defiant Strike. Use this on here. Tap it down, attack with everything. Good card. And we draw a land that's kind of nice as well. So we might draw something else off this Defiant Strike. Yes, tap the Imp. Pretty huge. I definitely want to use it here as well. Go Ancestral Anger on the so it gets trample. We don't want that, we'll put that on the bottom. Now the question is, that's good, we'll play that. Let's attack with everything and then we can just go Defiant Strike unscathed. I think they're pretty cooked here anyway. We just literally put everything on this 10th District and it's enough. Or we're gaining a crap ton of life. Interceptor's been good. Even just having that extra block is good. Blocking like this. So let's just go Defiant Strike first. They can also just bolt this to not gain life, but that's kind of fine. Yeah, we'll put that on top. Holy moly. And we don't have to show them these unscathed then. Unless we absolutely have to. Yeah, that's lethal. Deck did its thing. And then they didn't see the Chrome Crusaders, so like they might not bring in their steel ones. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Starboarding wise. So we can just bring the Mask of Law and Grace. We chuck that on a we'll bring in the Mask of Law and Grace. Cut the Ancestral Angers. And then yeah, basically if we just get on a Secret of the Way, they are cooked. They're absolutely cooked. The Power Blast doesn't do anything. sometimes I like the Ancestral Angers because it's trample. But we win this game with Secret of the Ways. Like, their deck can be very fast and win very quickly. So you want to be able to just chain Secret of the Ways and draw cards and just gain like 4 life every turn and just plot away at them. Is just the best way to go about it, I reckon. And the aura helps that. Aura helps that a lot. Even just protecting the Chrome Crusader with the aura, and then we can just go ham town on it. Yeah, this hand's good. This hand's good. So we'll start. We still go Braided Bluffs. We'll play Crusader and Interceptor, and then hopefully we just draw another land, and then we can, if they tap out, we can go Secret of the Way, Mask of Law and Grace, and then we're good. We're absolutely good. Kind of nice as well. So now I don't feel as bad just like dropping both out, because again we can just pile on with this Mask of Law and Grace. The Secret of the Way is best played once they tap out, and their deck is very much a tap out deck. Hitting peaks. Being on the draw is a little bit more gross. Maybe they play like an Epicure here, I guess. They're not doing anything else. We do have this other Secret of the Way, but I just don't want it just eating a bolt. So I think we just play the Crusader and Interceptor, really. And just pray we draw another land here. Hell, I'd even take a Boros Garrison at this point. Interceptor, say go. Drawn a lot of creatures. And we've drawn the best creature as well, Secret of the Way. Good stuff. Look at this bad boy. Can't believe it's a common. Such a good card. I played it in Blue-White Heroic back in the day in Standard when we had OG Theros. So good. So hard to beat. Wouldn't mind them tapping out so we can get the Secret of the Way out with the Mask of Law and Grace. That is the dream. The absolute dream. Oh yeah. I'm listening. Alright, they have a pretty slow hand to start off with. Look, we will attack. I mean, maybe we just Guarding Voice and just pick up a Yip Yip and just chuck it on and get in at it. Or we could just play a Secret of the Way because it will have to eat a bolt. It's a tough hot tamale. We could definitely a couple different routes. I think because they're on such a slow build, we could just go crazy aggro. And we could rejoiner, draw a card. If we don't draw a land, it's pretty rough. I think we need to though, and we're under no massive threat right now. Maybe we just do that. Let's just, I know this sounds absolutely nutso, but we do need to get another land here. Or like a mutagenic growth. No, we won't tap that down. Devotee. Well, that's all right, we'll tackle 3. A little bit sad that we're running low on lands here, but it is what it is. If you draw an untapped land next turn, then we can at least play like a Secret of the Way and keep up Emerge Unscathed. Otherwise, following turn we can Mask of Law and Grace. You just know it's going to eat a bolt, essentially, which is just sucks. But once they're alright, they look a little bit flooded as well. Faith is looting, so they get the snacker back, but no more snackers. And fight, yeah, that's a good hit. Alright, we need to get out this Secret of the Way. They're tapping out of here, so if we can drop a Mask of Law and Grace on it, then we can actually go to town, put Guarding Voice on it, get Yip Yips, just like push some damage. Please give me a land. Give me a land, man. Not a Boros Garrison, untapped land. That's why we cut it. That's why we cut a Boros Garrison as well, so we're not running all those Boros Garrisons. Okay, that's good that they're targeting the Chrome Crusader here. Plenty more where that came from. Get a Snacker, because Snacker is like a pretty good blocker as well when you think about it. Give me a land. That is not a land deck. It's not a land. There's a couple avenues we could go here as well. I think we attack and we just play Secret of the Way. We've got 2. Draw a land. If they tap out and get rid of the Secret of the Way, then we have more ways to get it out, but they got 4 cards. We're on 13. We need to make some risky moves here, you know. I feel like this could have been very well locked up if we drew another land, but we haven't. You can't let us untap with a Secret of the Way either. The whole thing. I see him just pointing a temper at that though. See, with all that life gain from Arms of the Vein, you kind of need to swap back over to playing who's the beatdowns. Like now they're the beatdown. Like originally when they were a little bit slower, they had some lands out. We were the beatdown, but now that they have these life gain things, we need to pull up our socks a little bit here. All right, just hit with us there. Very worried they're just chain lightning here. Lots of options. We're on 11. Vampire's Kiss. Okay. I mean, if we untap with the Secret of the Way, we are 100%. They should get rid of it here. They should get rid of it here. It's the only way we get back into this game if they let us untap with the Secret of the Way. We got protection. Yep. Yep. That's one way to do it. All right, deck. Look, we just play the other one. Play the Garrison, pick up the planes, and just pray it's enough. Because we have to, like, we're on 8 now. They very easily can just get us, so we need to actually just be able to win this game. Otherwise, we're going to have to try with a Aquarian Crusader, which I really don't like my odds on. Flashback. Displaying nothing too crazy, and they've already done the draws, so they don't get this snacker back. Then hopefully, another Faithless Looting, yeah. Well, if they get a Fire Impulse, the Secret of the Way is cooked. You can see why I kept in the Mutagenic Growth, so it did hit a temper. Okay. I wonder if they just want to point it to us, though. On you. Do it. Do it. No, that makes sense. And then we'll go to 6, and then they probably have enough burn spells now to get us in the end. So what we will do is, I mean, we just go a little bit crazy. We might be able to do something potentially. Just play our land. Let's play the Crusader. I kind of want to tap down this this sneaky snacker. We could keep back all those lands. We could Mask of Long Grace that now. Get the black spell, and then yeah, we can prevent some damage, tap, get another one, and then we can have Starter Riot plus Defiant Strike. Look, I like that. I like that. I think that's the best way, the best chance we have of winning is that. I don't think we have enough, but another creature, another creature, another creature. Maybe it's enough. And now we have protection. They can't get rid of this Aquarian Crusader, so there's that at least. They could also just have 2 burn spells. Oh, it loses 2 life. That's pretty good. I haven't seen Contaminated Grounds in ages. That's very good. We kind of need to cut this down. Let's get a. We will still get our land because I think it's what we need to win this game. I don't think we have enough though, especially if they gain a life. We just get How to Start a Riot still. Anything else? It's been close. It's been a very close game. We just count the maths out, and if it doesn't math, then we might need to do a Defiant Strike into something else. Okay. They're very close to cooking us. But we can get a tap out of this contaminated grounds. All right. That's not what I want. So let's just see if we had a starter right on here. It'd be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. It will be enough. Yeah. Unless they bolt something. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Well, let's just do that and just pray, I think. Oh, no, it's red. Oh, gosh. That isn't enough. Do we need to Defiant Strike then? How much would that be? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. We are 1 off. We basically need to... We need to Defiant Strike. Oh, I do not like this. That contaminated ground was huge. Absolutely huge. That's not enough, sadly. We can try and win through this. This knacker's back and we can't tap that land down. Yeah, I mean, we'll just do this. I think we still keep the mask in. Like, there was very rare occasions where like that actually mattered. Oh, now that's just rubbing it in deck. 2, 3, 8. Yeah, it is not enough. We just attack with everything. Yeah, we just attack with everything. We don't really have anything for any of their flyers. We were so close. We were 1 life off. I guess maybe we just play this, I guess. Do the scries. But yeah, we're in 6. Like, they can do the double blood tokens just to go get some more stuff, which is on the bottom. We don't really need these. How to start a right does the job, you know what I mean? I can imagine they're just getting the sneaky snacker here. We've done this differently. I don't know. I think we're just a little bit mana screwed from that beginning part. But somehow on turn 8, they did have a slow draw. They're discarding lands. Well, yeah, come in for 2. We're never playing this Boros Garrison again. And then, I mean, they have 3 cards in hand. Surely they can just cook us here. They do need 2 to do it, or like another Jagged Barons. Hell is this? Oh, this is the gift one. And then it's like a burn spell in their hand. I haven't seen that one in ages. I mean, still discards and you get some extra stuff with it, and the fish doesn't matter too much. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's try game 3. That was very close. This is very good matches. Let's run it as it is. And we're on the play now. Hopefully we get some Secret of the Ways and some protection, and then they can't do anything about it, and then we win the game. That's my goal. Can't keep this. It's close, but we can't keep it. Can't keep this either. It is close. If we a little bit. All right, this hand's good. For a protection spell as well. I want all lands and basically the Secret of the Way. So I think we just get rid of these 2 and pray. Pray that's enough. And we'll play this tapped. So go ahead. Funny because that was probably like a perfect hand to 7, really. And Jagged Barons. We're not going to play the Secret of the Way. We just play the bluffs and pass. And then hopefully we don't get too cooked. The problem is they do have Extracted Confession. We put too much in one basket. We could have kept those two other hands though. A little bit sad. Your Vampire Smooch, alright. Guarding Voice. Yeah, look. We have to play now. Pass. Do not play Extracted Confession, please. It will ruin my life. Please don't. Just try and remove it with a bolt. And then we can just give it protection. You can see what I mean if we just drew a if we kept that hand at 7, like going a Chrome Crusader and having this Guarding Voice is cooked. Okay, that's good for us. They don't have Extracted Confession. I think they would have used it here otherwise. And then we can use that Guarding Voice and use the Soccer's Training. But at least just get another get a clue. 2 Seeker of the Ways are nice as well though. Let's just play this other Seeker. Play the Guarding Voice. Now I'm more into playing getting How to Start a Riot. I guess no, I think it's still correct with the clue, I think. So that's what we'll do. We'll do that, we'll get the clue one. Especially if we just draw a land cooked. Alright, there we go. I'm happy with this clock now. Drawing this other Secret of the Way is exactly what I wanted to do. And the Soccer's Training will allow us to keep drawing cards. We are 100% going to merge and skate that. We'll target that as well. I guess we could have targeted the other Seeker. But I do want to keep this alive. If they want to double burn it, that's fine. It's done its job. We'll yield this. Looks like it's resolving potentially. This means though as well, like, oh, they're just getting rid of the other one. That's fine. They're still getting rid of 6 damage on the board. Same red. And now we can just quite comfortably just use the Soccer's Sword Training. Well, actually, no, we probably won't. Because we want to keep prowess up. Same red, I guess. Interceptor's good. We will play that. And then we'll just attack before. Yeah, we'll keep the Soccer's Sword Training so it survives the bolt. Because we're cooked otherwise. And then we can just rejoiner. Tap down a creature or whatever and attack with both. A little bit flooded. They've used a lot of bolts on our Secret of the Way. The main thing is they win if we run out of gas. That's why the Soccer's Sword Training is in the sideboard. And we can also use the Soccer's Sword Training on the... If they want to extract a Confession, we can put the training on the Interceptor. No, that still doesn't work. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. We just take this. Yeah, we want to hold on to the lifelink shenanigans. We could play the Devotee first and then rejoinder. I don't hate that. Because we're gaining enough life, I think, now. We just keep both on top, I think. So we can go do the rejoinder, obviously. We'll go top. Top. Rejoinder. We'll just target, I guess, this. We get the planes here. We'll tap like this. No. Draw a card. Play the planes. We've got the Sword Training. We've got the Guiding Voice on top. And then we can just probably just do a How to Start a Riot next turn. Which is probably enough. Before 5. Yeah. They have to start blocking with their creatures. Just hard casting an imp, it's pretty rough. We can't training. We need to keep it around as protection. All right, okay. Race you want, a race you'll get. I mean, it's very hard with the Seeker of the Way here. All right. We'll just Guarding Voice this. We'll probably just do the Yip Yip. This is 1, 2, 5. 5, and then 6, 7, 8. And yeah. Unless they have... let's just do Yip. It's just a bit safer to do this. And then we'll just go Yip Yip. Extract is more mana. It's good to see the rest of the package kind of working now, which is nice. And this is lethal anyway, so then we can just use training if we need to. With everything. 10. Then we have it. Seek of the Way turns out to be very good against burn. So look, this hand is good if we didn't have 2 Boros Garrisons in it. That's why we dropped to 3, so we will mull, sadly. Look, I'm actually going to keep this because it's actually a hand that works with what we have. And the fact that we can go all these massive mid-jet growths on these Akron Crusaders, it's just more if they have like a cast down, the issue becomes. I'm going to get rid of this. This feels insane. Well, I think the fact is we can get so many more tokens. We're playing as Gardens as well. Well, this is not good because exactly what they can do is cast down. So this will feel like an uphill battle, I think. And oh no, bit of blue action. Okay, all right, okay. It means no cast down, but it does mean probably some kind of counterspell here. So let's just raw dog out this Akron Crusader. If it needs a counterspell, it's my fault. My fault. All right, it doesn't eat it. Good. So now next turn we can go Ancestral Anger and then double growth and then get him for a lot. Ooh, me likey. Me likey a lot. I think probably in this case then it is a 2/2. Let's just Ancestral Anger first. And try and hit a land. This is my fault. Why not hit a land? Oh, let's go. I'm actually going to use... I mean, our hand turns on a lot more now. I will just do 1. You know what? I might do 2. And then we can do a growth on a soldier token to get rid of this Iron Reef. And then we're in flavor country, baby. We're in absolute flavor country. What are the chances we're going to have the third? There's no way we're going to have the third opponent. You can, you know, do what you need to do. You can block safely here. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, block. It's got trample though. All right. We are trading 2 damage here just to get rid of this Iron Reef. Hopefully they don't run any giant growth effects. Look at this board state, baby. Look at this. This is good. This is good quality right here. Yep, there we go. Yeah. Good stuff. No one expects the third mutagenic growth, you know? Alright, so they're playing against blue-green, so we'll bring in Duty and Reason here. Things that we probably... I mean... Probably meant to bring in these Pyroblasts, because they're running something a bit... How's your father? I think what I'm going to do... I kind of want to keep the Ancestral Angers. So let's cut down... I'm probably going to cut down on some Defiant Strikes. Guiding Voices can stay. Emergence Scares, I think, are going to be important. They're going to have a lot of green blockers. Maybe 1 Seeker of the Way. 1 Defiant Strike. I mean, we're probably just playing more interaction anyway. We just cut all the growths. That was an insane hand, and that's results-based thinking. We're not going to get that again. Our hand was cooked, and we took a risk, and it really paid off. We're going to keep this because this is the whole point of the Devotee. We can play Devotee, get some lands on top, and then take it from there. I'm happy with this. get this Crusader out, then we're back in the pain train, if you will. Right, just Island go. Fine. What I care about is this devotee resolving, because this is going to set up all our other turns. Please, deck, give me a land off the top. I'll even take a garrison, to be honest. I'm fine with that. Uh-oh. Alright, we'll bottom these. We'll bottom these. At least worst case scenario, we can just play this Crusader. Now that we've kind of gone through like 2-3 draws, it gets more likely that we're going to hit something. And then now I play that tap land, so hopefully we can just play this Crusader out, and then that's that. They might probably have a Hydroblast though, is probably what's on the agenda here. Yeah, look. I am going to play this, mainly because I want to start using some stuff. Yeah, just give that, get a token and play. Draw another card. Alright, yeah, we'll attack for 1. I just want to use my mana and I want to hit more land sources as well. Devotee is very good now with this mountain in play, so they're doing over there, eh? To liberate, scratch it and draw a card. They are probably that kind of that blue-green build that we were running. They might run something like the Halima Excavator, the Mill Ally, and then kind of just the fogs and the game lives in the graveyard. So we'll watch this space, eh? Alright, that doesn't matter too much because so they can surge it, but it doesn't really matter if that doesn't untap because we just want to just pump it full of stuff and then yeah, get some damage in. They run that thing where we sack equal to the amount of whatever's. We drew a mountain. I think now here, well, yeah, let's just play the Guiding Voice on this. Get How to Start a Riot because that kind of sets us up. They can't really tap out the next turn. And let us, I think. It doesn't really matter if it doesn't untap, you know. But we got more lands. Get in with everything. It's a lot of damage. And then we kind of just have a board state out now that is just kind of good enough. Yeah, the bog's fine with me. It's more if you tap out, you're cooked. I've been impressed with this in Interceptor. Like, I know we're not playing it here, but it just feels good. Alright, so they are playing that. We're in Pyroblast territory now. I think we still fire it off. The other option is we can just play an Interceptor, tap that down, and then take 4-5. Not quite enough. Not enough at all. Okay, well now they're just hooked now. I like it. It's like a control deck, and then you just mill them out. But they need the life gain, you know. Anyway, let's just go How to Start a Riot, targeting you. Me with all the creatures. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter because we've got the DOT. Get a 1/1. They block 1, and then we'll attack for 15, and that's that. GG's. This has felt good. Let's do a wrap up, eh? Alright, so quick wrap up time. This felt better. This felt way better, to be honest. A lot better than all the other stuff we were running. You could cut the mutagenic growths if you really want and maybe run like the Homestead Courages. But honestly, I feel like this, it gives you the speed. Now that we have this Elite Interceptor, we have just so many good turn 1 plays now in a way to activate Heroic. It just feels right, this deck. Like, probably the only thing I would change is maybe you want to go down a Garrison and run something like another Carnival. I just don't feel like the Garrisons, they can be a bit of a letdown. You can still mulligan a fair bit. I think cutting the fourth was correct. I think maybe another one might be a good choice. 19 lands is not too bad. This deck can really run off 2 mana because of all the cycling draws and just our very low curve. So it's not too scary. Sideboard, I've been very happy as well with. Mask of Law and Grace and Shield of Duty and Reason, I think have been good. Law and Grace, obviously we couldn't do the How to Start a Riot, so we won game 3 luckily against Madness Burn, but game 2 we actually had the win if we didn't have the Mask of Law and Grace, but also they probably would have burnt out that creature way beforehand, so it's a bit of the ebbs and flows. I think we would have won that game anyway if we had that. We had so many turns where if we had another land, we could have put the Mask of Law and Grace on a Seeker of the Way instead. And then I felt like it was very hard to win for our opponent outside of that. So I think it outweighs the cost so much. So I think we keep it all still in there. Yeah, I'm very impressed with the Elite Interceptor. It did exactly what I wanted it to do, and it really helps with the curve. So I think this is the new build right now. I think it's actually quite competitive with how it is. So I reckon we definitely should give it a go in the greater scheme of things. I still think these cards are important. You could maybe cut Airbending Lesson for a Firebending Lesson, or maybe you cut like a Mask of Law and Grace or something for another Firebending Lesson. I found like the How to Start a Rights 2 of can kind of be important. So yeah, I mean, I feel like they all have their spots really. So I think you could probably just cut a Law and Grace, maybe even a Pyroblast or something, just to run a Firebending Lesson. If you're really worried about a Fairies meta, you could probably cut something for some Electricaries or End of Festivities or something like that. But anyway, here was this deck. Let me know what you think. I'm very impressed with it, and I'll see you in the next one.